Hello, this is another day, and I'd like to continue a conversation I had from yesterday about what we contribute to in our society, what problems do we tackle, and what kind of resources do we set aside for solving temporary problems, long-range problems, and things of that nature. Now, I have a particular theory that I don't like to throw money at problems because typically the problem tends up becoming can lend itself towards a big boondoggle where you give X amount of money to, say, for instance, a city government, say $10 million, and this happens a lot, where you give it to a nonprofit or a city government or a group of individuals, and the first thing they have to do when they get to $10 million is hire somebody to manage the money. So they get basically a fund manager, a project manager. Then they get assistants and all the other acumen that goes along with that, such as office facilities, health insurance, all the various other things. And a local city in Orange County, I talked with somebody in the Insider on that particular topic, and the fund was about the same amount of money as which I'm talking about, where they spent all this money. They got this money set aside for to serve their clients, and they end up burning through all the capital before actually anything was done, boots on the ground. So this happens quite a bit in not just in government, but nonprofits and businesses and things of that nature, where they can get away with that behavior because there's a certain rationale to hiring a money manager. It makes common sense to handle a money manager, because if you don't manage your money, then of course you have to support the manager, and on down the line it goes. So I'm not a real big fan of throwing money at problems. I'm more interested in solving problems with cash flow and from the endeavor. I'm not a big venture capital person. I'm not a big let's throw money at something. I'm more like the Wright brothers, where they take cash flow from their business and they make wind tunnels, they design props, and they're not scientists or engineers. They're tinkers. They're working in a warehouse / bicycle manufacturing facility, and they're working on flight. The first summer they do basically glider flight out of Kitty Hawk using wind, and the next time they take it out there, they have a fully aluminum block engine, and they do powered flight, and that's the one that we know of, and I'm pretty sure that, given the resources that was used, as well as, the quality of engineering that was available, primarily their degrees and their certificates from the general population. Well, flight is, to give you a little backstory on flight itself, flight was a big desire of humanity, practically since the caveman. In fact, quite a few different very, very influential scientists had been trying to work, even Greek mythologies, making wings and getting so close to the sun that the wax in the wings, Icarus, and also Leonardo da Vinci had several flying contraptions as well, and so a great deal of sums of money was made for these prototypes by very great thinkers, including great engineers throughout history, to basically get things into the air and have powered flight. And lots of very wealthy venture capitalists, I guess we'd call them, of the day, wealthy kings and princes, wanted to have, something that could fly. And so they would commission the greatest scientists and engineers to solve this problem, and all to no avail. They floundered miserably. And so when a couple of bicycle shop decided to tackle the thing, of course the general population said, if great engineers and large sums of money can't solve the problem, then they're not likely to fly. It'll never fly, Orville, was a common term even used today, and of course we know how that ended, right? All the naysayers became idiots, after the fact. But the thing is this, is that it's not money, or for that matter, brilliance. It's basically thinking outside the group of idiots, that are working on the problem. And I believe that if we want to solve the big problems, we don't throw money or people that have great prestige at a problem. We get the underdogs, the people that are less likely to do it because they're going to think in a very guerrilla fashion in order to solve some really big problems. I know that I'm kind of outside the general think of things, it's common sense to have your very brightest and brilliant and to be well funded and things of that nature. But I'm a contrarian regarding that. And that's kind of how I started out, with my project of World Mentoring Academy. It's basically a non-funded by anybody. Since I've started, I think that I've had a donate button on my website. I've convinced maybe 10 people to submit money, and so currently, as of December 2015, I have $165 raised. I've had the button up for about a year and a half. Shoot, man, somebody working on the freeway on-ramp, can easily make that in one sitting. And I don't know how noble their cause is. I suspect that it's just basically they can make more money on the freeway on-ramp than they can at a minimum wage job, thanks to the GOP. I really believe that, in retrospect, all of this negative criticism that I get, both from family, even acquaintances and friends. Today I actually had a big Facebook conversation back and forth with somebody who I thought had high regards for, and he basically, in quite a few interactions, thought that I was an idiot, and that I don't deserve any support, financial support whatsoever. Somebody that loses their house or doesn't have a coat or something of that nature is more deserving than somebody that attempts to solve the world's educational program. So it was rather a depressing conversation. I tried to be very unopinionated and unemotional, but it does get to me because whenever I post something on Facebook or various different other platforms, I get maybe 1 or 2 likes. A girl changes her profile picture from one color outfit to another color outfit, not even risque, and she gets 98 likes. And I get very few people interested in anything to do with, solving the big problems. And in retrospect, I suspect that this is a big problem to them, and they don't see the solution in it, which is unfortunate. So I was watching a movie called The Big Short, which was talking about the financial markets. It just came out about last weekend, and it's got some very excellent actors in it. I suggest you go see it. It's about the securitizations of mortgages and the easy money in financial markets, and how banks were making quite a bit of money packaging loans of various different qualities and putting a AAA stamp on it, which basically means that you can't lose money if you invest into this particular grouping of securitized mortgages. And we know how that ended with 2008, one of the greatest financial disasters. Because of deregulation, and we are going to be faced with this for quite some time. Unfortunately, people are running around with their heads chopped off, or denial, or more interested in what Lady Gaga has to say. And I'm going to make a quick little sizzle thing, and hopefully I can insert 1 or 2 little reactions, and hopefully I'll get some kind of a feedback. I'd really like you to comment and leave something, because I'm really passionate about the things that I'm talking about, and I hope that you're as passionate about your particular search for truth. I would like you to basically follow me. You can even make various different comments, and I hopefully will be able to reply from it. And I will be responding to some comments that have been made to me over the past 6 years since I've been working on the particular project. I'd rather not even have my name associated with this. I'd rather do it anonymously in an agape type of a way. But unfortunately, the project doesn't speak for itself. And if I had somebody else that could take credit for it, I would. I have nobody on my payroll. Nobody's willing to work for nothing. Some people have made some offers, and I've sent them all the various different things that they need and answered any questions that they have, and they've not posted one bit of content. I have one friend, though, that has, and that was the Ancient Greek course by John Kay, and he's actually a very busy person trying to solve the Greek political systems, and he's become the mouthpiece of reason and intellect in Greece regarding the financial situations there. It's very close to him and very dear and very passionate about it. He's actually taken a couple of my suggestions and done them, and in regards to getting very easy credit for the knowledge in Greek that he already knew. He went through the New York University's credit by examination program and earned 16 units by going to the local library in South Pasadena and having the librarian proctor the exam, and then the librarian would send the exam back to NYU, and he earned 60 units in 3 hours, which you can use for a college degree, or he can also use that for a certification for to be a translator, interpreter through the courts or government jobs or private industry to show that he is fluent and or conversant in the Greek language. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel, tweet a little bit about me, leave comments, look at World Mentoring Academy's courses, and any kind of support at all would be helpful. But if you also want to just basically say it'll never fly, Orville, I'm all ears. Thank you very much.